Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Breath of Life Healing Arts. Today we are going to do a yoga class that is focused on strengthening and stretching out the area around the knees for greater knee health. What I will be using today is a yoga block or a strap. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a kind of about this size ball. It's a little squishy if you have one of those, or you could even use a really fluffy pillow. If you don't have a strap, use a belt, or if you have a stretchy scarf, that would also work. So go ahead and meet me on your mat, or just on the floor. You don't even need a mat. Put your strap to the side and take your yoga block or cushion, that's very fluffy, and you're going to place it in between the legs, as far close up to the pubic bone as you can get. And you're going to kind of be like, remember the Pez dispensers from the 80s? Kind of like you're going to make like a Pez dispenser for your legs, which sounds kind of weird, but I'll show you this from the side. So first you want to get a nice equal standing placement with your feet. So you'll notice that your feet should be about hips width distance apart and parallel. And you're going to place equal pressure between the front of the foot and the heel of the foot. So that's even, very important for knee health. Now what I want you to do is gently squeeze the block with the inner thighs. And this is really gently. You really don't need to overdo it here. If you do, you might be a little bit sore tomorrow, which isn't bad, but just letting you know that that might happen. So gently, very slightly bend the knees. So very slight bend in the knees and hug the block with the inner thighs. And then what I want you to do is rotate the thighs in towards each other and back. So it's kind of making this motion, so it'll kind of feel like you're sticking out your butt a little bit more. And as if you could shoot that block right back behind you, just like a Pez dispenser. Okay, so slight bend in the knees, gently squeeze the block with your inner thighs, and then again, rotate the inner thighs back towards this way. Keeping all of that in mind, we'll do some standing sun salutations. So inhale, lift the arms up, breathe in. And then exhale, swan dive towards the floor. Knees bend as much as they need to here, but keep squeezing your block. Don't let that block go. Your next inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And then exhale, gently lower as much as you can to the floor. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to. Root down through the feet, pull the low belly in towards your spine and up towards your heart, and then rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms together through heart center. And we'll repeat that 2 more times. Keep squeezing the block gently in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gently forward fold. Again, knees bend as much as they need to. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And then exhale, fold forward again. Root down through the feet, strong belly, rise, nice and strong, all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms through heart center. Last time, inhale, arms come up. And exhale, gently fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Keep squeezing that block gently. Exhale, fold forward. Root down through the feet. Inhale, rise up with a strong belly, arms reach over the head. And exhale, palms to heart center. All right, very good. So now you're going to make your way, with your block still in between the legs or cushion, over to your nearest wall. We're going to do some wall sits here. So still, your feet are going to be as wide apart as your block allows you to be, or your cushion. If you have a cushion, try to fold it up, make it pretty thick. And then what I want you to do is bend your knees. You might need to walk your feet in so they're comfortable. And you want to make sure that your knees are about over your ankles. Okay, so knees over the ankles, not too far behind or forward of that. And you want your legs to be about 90 degrees with the floor. Then you're going to keep gently squeezing the block with the inner thighs. If you want, you can try shifting the block closer to the knees. Might need to adjust the feet though, and squeeze the block again. And we'll just hit here for a few breaths. Keep holding, Keep smiling, keep breathing. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Feel the inner legs squeezing gently into the block. So our inner thigh muscles are engaged. A lot of times, especially for women, we have weak inner thigh muscles and really tight hamstrings. We can also actually have tight inner thighs too, depending. Sometimes that weakness can actually turn into extreme tightness of the muscle, just trying to protect itself. Stay here for one more breath, in and out. On your next inhale, slowly lift yourself back up, release your block, and meet me back onto your mat. This time your feet will be together, knees about together. You're going to bend the knees, and then you're going to bring the hands, make little cups with your hands, and just rest them on your kneecaps, very, very gently here. And you're just going to start circling the knees in one direction. And this helps our knees adapt to different movements, side to side, front to back, diagonally. You might hear a little snap, crackle, and pop, and then reverse directions. So circle in the opposite direction that you were going in. Good, and then stop, come on back up, and meet me down on the mat. Okay, so now that we're here on the mat, we're going to do a little bit of massage therapy for our legs. So as a massage therapist, I notice a lot that people's quadricep muscles, all the muscles actually around the knee, can get really tight, just trying to overprotect the knee, especially if there's any arthritis, current swelling, joint pain, or just even some instability in the knees. Sometimes they can just feel unstable. So go ahead and make little fists, very gentle fists. You can just start by bouncing the fists on the top of the thighs. And then once you feel like the top of the thighs getting a nice little vibration going, then go to the IT band. So this muscle on the outer knee that attaches right below the knee all the way up into the hip. That's one that gets really tight on some of us. You may need to lessen the weight of what you're doing, because sometimes those IT band areas can be really sensitive. Let's go ahead and massage that. This is called tapotement in massage therapy. And then once you're done with your tapotement, then just start massaging. So I like to use my fists, but you can use the heel of your hands too, whatever feels good to you. And just massage down the IT band, down the fronts of the thighs. And really try to kind of work the muscles here. It doesn't matter if you're wearing pants, you can still work the muscles pretty good, even through clothing. And some of the areas you might notice feel extra tight or extra sensitive. So just feel to go as light as you need to here, or as much pressure as you need to here, and spend a little bit of extra time in those areas that feel like are needed. You can turn the feet out, maybe bend the knees, and get a little bit of the inner thighs. Good, and then bring the feet back to normal, and just make little circles around the kneecaps. So again, I'm using my little hands like little cups, and I'm just very, very gently massaging the knee joint itself, the kneecap. I'm going in one direction. Now I'm going to switch my direction. Again, just getting the energy going in the knees, telling the brain where the knees are located, which sounds weird, but sometimes our brains forget where our knee joints are. So massaging them gently just helps them remember where they're located on the body. Okay, and then slowly just continue the massage down the shins. And again, some people's shins can be really sensitive, especially if you have pain that's more towards the outer knee. Sometimes that can be pretty intense. So just, again, spend some gentle time getting to know what's happening in your body. and then just relax back. And then go ahead and lie down on the floor on your mat. And if you have your strap or your scarf nearby, whatever you're using as your version of a yoga strap, go ahead and grab onto that in one of your hands and just lower gently down to the floor. Okay, keeping both feet on the floor. The knees are pointed up towards the sky. You're going to take your strap or your scarf. You're going to bend the right knee into the chest. And you're going to lasso the bottom of the foot with your strap. Okay, and then you're going to give the strap some slack so that hopefully there's enough length in your version of your strap that your elbows can touch the floor. And then keeping a light grip on the strap, you're just going to straighten the leg up towards the sky. And the foot is flexed here, so it's as if your foot is standing on the ceiling. So take a few breaths here. You should feel a nice stretch either in the calf muscle, the back of the knee. Depending on your particular body mechanics, you will feel this differently than other people. So just staying here for a few breaths. The next thing I want you to do is keep the leg in this position, but gently press the foot into the strap. You're going to hold on to your strap a little bit tighter here, as if you're pushing down on a gas pedal. That's the motion of the foot. And then what I want you to do is gently press the heel towards the floor, but it doesn't go anywhere. So this engages the hamstring, the back of the leg. So gently keep pressing that heel towards the floor. You're holding the strap with the hand, so the leg isn't actually going anywhere. You're just activating the hamstring muscle. Take one more exhale here, and then on your inhale, release that effort and then stretch back more, bringing the nose closer to your toes, or the toes closer to your nose, I should say. Good. Reset the leg to a more neutral position, and we'll do that again. So again, you're going to press the foot into the strap as if you're pressing down onto a gas pedal. And then you're going to bring the heel motion-wise towards the floor. But the strap prevents your leg from actually going anywhere, so it just locks it in place. But the motion of the leg is as if the heel is going towards the floor. So keep holding that. You'll feel the activation of the back leg muscles. Good, one more breath here. And then when you're ready, just relax the leg and then give it another stretch. Pulling that leg as straight as it can be, closer towards your head. Excellent. Bring the leg back to neutral. And switch the both ends of the strap into your right hand. And then gently lower your right leg out to the right side so that it's hovering above the floor. And your knee can be as bent as it needs to here. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but that's what you're going for, is a straight leg. So again, your foot gently presses into the strap. The strap gently presses back into the foot. And you should feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh, perhaps in your inner knee, or the back of your inner knee. And you're not going far here, right? So if you feel any sharp shooting, pinching, stabbing pains, that means you're over-efforting and you can potentially not help yourself. So we're going for healing here. So be easeful with yourself where your body is in this moment in time. Stay here for one more breath. And then on your next inhalation, you can gently bend the knee, but bring the leg back towards center. Straighten the leg once again. And this time, just move that bent leg, your left leg, whose foot is on the floor, just slide it out away from you a little bit to give yourself some room. Okay, so now you have enough clearance space between this leg, right leg, and the left leg. Hold the ends of the strap in your left hand now. And then you're going to bring that leg over to the right. Over to your left side. So it's crossing over your left leg. So this is the opposite direction that we just moved in. And you'll notice that you won't have to move very far, so you start to feel this stretch. So I am feeling it in my glute, in my hamstring, and down in my outer knee. So that's the sensation that you're going for. Again, given your unique body mechanics, it may feel different to you, and that's okay. So just stay here. Knee is still as straight as you can manage it to be. And again, going for gentleness and easefulness for yourself. So again, if you're feeling any sharp shooting, stabbing, pinching, uncomfortable pains, then you want to back out. And inhale back to center. Relax that leg. You can release your strap and go ahead and just straighten both legs to the floor. You will feel a significant difference between the right leg and the left leg now. So a lot of times I will feel like my right leg, the one that I've just stretched, is about 3 inches longer than the opposite leg. So let's go ahead and even that out, shall we? Go ahead and bring the feet back to the floor. Hug the left knee into the chest. Take the strap and lasso it around that left foot. Straighten that left leg into the air as much as you can here. And then we'll start out with, again, some gentle stretching. So just the foot is flexed as if you're standing on the ceiling. And the foot presses gently into the strap presses gently into the foot. And the toes are reaching towards the forehead. It's not going to get there for about 99% of us, but that's the direction that we're going in. So stay here and really breathe with the stretch. Again, you're not over forcing anything to happen. Depending on your flexibility level and whether or not you've ever done this before, this can be pretty extreme. So just be gentle with yourself if this is the first experience that you're having with these stretches. Okay, so give the strap a little bit of slack. Relax for a moment. Leg is still straight here, and this time we're going to press the foot into the straps as if we're, again, pressing on a gas pedal. So you're going for more of a pointed foot. Again, not extreme, just that action. And then you want to try to bring that left heel gently towards the floor, but it's not going to go anywhere because your strap is holding it in place. So again, activating the back leg muscles here. Okay, we're going to stay here for about 10 seconds. So keep breathing. On your next exhale, let it go, and then take a deeper stretch, bringing those toes closer towards your forehead. And then reset back to a more neutral position. Again, press the foot into the strap as if you're pressing on a gas pedal. And then again, make the effort of the left heel coming closer towards the floor. But again, the strap is in the way. It's preventing it from moving anywhere. This activates and strengthens the hamstring muscle that attaches just below our knee, the back of the knee. Keep breathing. And relax and stretch it out a little bit more, bringing those toes closer towards your forehead. Excellent. Come back to a more neutral position. Take both ends of the strap into your left hand and bring that left leg out to your left side. I'm going to grab my strap with both hands for this leg. Just makes it a little bit easier for your left arm. And then once again, just press the strap gently into the foot and the foot gently back into the strap. Feeling a nice stretch in the inner thigh, perhaps the inner part of the knee. stimulation. You can bend the knee slightly and bring your leg back up to the neutral position. Again, slide the right foot that's on the mat out a little bit away from you, just so you have a little bit more clearance room for your left leg. Take both ends of the strap now in your right hand, straighten that left leg if it's not already straight, and then very gently begin to cross that left leg over the right. Stop when you feel a nice stretchy pull. Again, you don't need to go that far to feel this. You will feel it, perhaps in your outer leg, your outer glute, the back outer part of your knee, maybe even down into your ankle, into the calf muscle. Stay with it, breathe with it. Take one more breath where you are, in and out. On your next inhale, gently straighten that leg back up to the sky. Bend the knee into the chest to release your strap. Place it somewhere beside you. And bring both legs out in front of you. And just go ahead and bounce the legs. Bounce them, shake them, move them in whatever direction feels good to you. And we'll take a few nice full body stretch here, just staying on the floor. You can bring your legs a little bit closer together. Reach the arms up over your head and stretch your fingertips away from your toes. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here. Take another breath in and out. Keep stretching, pulling the fingers away from the toes. And on your next exhale, relax. Allow the legs to flop out to the sides. Bring the palms face up by your sides. Close the eyes. Just relax for as long as you feel comfortable. Knowing that you did some really great work today, taking care of your knees and all of the muscles surrounding your knees. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.